Mindfulness in Plain English is a book written by Bhante Henepola Gunaratana, a Buddhist monk and meditation teacher. Originally published in 1991, it has become a popular guide to mindfulness meditation. The book provides practical instructions and guidance on developing mindfulness in daily life. It explains the concept of mindfulness and its benefits, as well as various meditation techniques. Bhante Gunaratana presents the teachings in a clear and straightforward manner, making them accessible to beginners and experienced meditators alike. Throughout the book, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes the importance of mindfulness as a way to cultivate awareness, understanding, and compassion. He explores the challenges and misconceptions that may arise during the practice and offers practical advice on how to overcome them. Mindfulness in Plain English covers a wide range of topics related to mindfulness, including breathing meditation, walking meditation, mindfulness of the body, emotions, thoughts, and everyday activities. It also discusses the deeper aspects of meditation, such as concentration, insight, and the path to liberation. The book has been well received for its practicality, clarity, and the way it presents mindfulness as a universal practice applicable to people of all backgrounds, regardless of their religious or spiritual beliefs. It has helped many individuals establish and deepen their meditation practice. And it continues to be a valuable resource for those interested in mindfulness and meditation. Here are the key ideas from the book. Number 1. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment or attachment. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Henepola Gunaratana emphasizes that mindfulness is the practice of directing one's attention to the present moment without judgment or attachment. Paying attention to the present moment involves fully immersing oneself in the here and now, rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By doing so, one becomes more aware of their experiences, thoughts, emotions, bodily sensations, and the surrounding environment. The aspect of non-judgment in mindfulness means observing whatever arises without labeling it as good or bad, right or wrong. It involves cultivating an attitude of acceptance and non-reactivity towards the present moment experience. Similarly, non-attachment refers to letting go of clinging and aversion, recognizing that everything is impermanent and subject to change. It involves observing experiences without getting caught up in them or trying to hold on to them. By practicing mindfulness without judgment or attachment, individuals develop a greater sense of clarity, equanimity, and insight into the nature of reality. This way of paying attention can lead to a deeper understanding of oneself, a reduction in stress and suffering, and the ability to respond to situations with wisdom and compassion. Number 2. Mindfulness can be cultivated through meditation and applied to daily life to develop clarity, insight, and inner peace. Bhante Gunaratana highlights in Mindfulness in Plain English that mindfulness can be cultivated through meditation and applied to daily life, leading to the development of clarity, insight, and inner peace. Meditation serves as a formal practice to train and refine mindfulness. By setting aside dedicated time for meditation, individuals can cultivate their ability to be present, observe their thoughts and sensations, and develop concentration and awareness. The practice often involves focusing on an anchor, such as the breath, and gently returning the attention to the present moment whenever the mind wanders. However, the ultimate aim of mindfulness is to extend its application beyond formal meditation sessions and integrate it into daily life. This means bringing a mindful, non-judgmental awareness to various activities and experiences throughout the day. Whether it's eating, walking, interacting with others, or engaging in routine tasks, mindfulness can be practiced by fully immersing oneself in the present moment and observing experiences as they unfold. Through the consistent practice of mindfulness in both meditation and daily life, individuals can experience several benefits. Clarity arises as one becomes more attuned to the present moment, seeing things as they are without distortions or preconceived notions. Insight emerges as mindfulness deepens, leading to a clearer understanding of the mind-body processes, the nature of thoughts and emotions, and the interconnectedness of all things. Inner peace and calmness arise as one learns to let go of attachments, resistances, and judgments, cultivating a sense of equanimity and acceptance. By integrating mindfulness into everyday life, individuals can experience profound transformations in how they perceive and respond to the world, ultimately leading to greater well-being, contentment, and a more meaningful existence. Number 3. The breath is a fundamental anchor for mindfulness meditation. Focusing on the breath helps calm the mind and develop concentration. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes the breath as a fundamental anchor for mindfulness meditation. Focusing on the breath helps calm the mind and develop concentration. The breath serves as a reliable and easily accessible object of attention that can be observed throughout the meditation practice. By directing attention to the sensations of the breath, individuals can cultivate a heightened awareness of the present moment. The act of observing the breath brings the mind into the present, as the breath is a continuous process happening in real time. It serves as an anchor that helps prevent the mind from wandering into the past or future, which are common sources of distraction and mental agitation. Focusing on the breath also has a calming effect on the mind and body. The rhythmic and soothing nature of the breath can help alleviate stress, tension, and anxiety. As one pays attention to the sensations of the breath, the mind naturally becomes more relaxed and centered. Moreover, the breath serves as a valuable object of concentration. By continuously observing the breath, individuals develop the ability to sustain attention and cultivate a deep level of concentration. This focused concentration helps quiet the mental chatter and enhances one's ability to stay present and fully engaged in the meditation practice. As individuals progress in their mindfulness meditation practice, they may deepen their understanding of the breath's subtle nuances, such as the sensation of the breath entering and leaving the body, the rise and fall of the abdomen or chest, or the touch of the breath at the nostrils. This level of sensitivity and attunement to the breath can further enhance mindfulness and concentration. Overall, using the breath as an anchor in mindfulness meditation offers a practical and effective means to cultivate mindfulness, calm the mind, and develop concentration, laying the foundation for deeper states of awareness and insight. Number 4. Mindfulness meditation involves observing thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations as they arise without getting caught up in them. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes that mindfulness meditation involves observing thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations as they arise without getting caught up in them. During mindfulness meditation, individuals are encouraged to adopt a non-reactive and non-judgmental stance towards their inner experiences. This means cultivating an attitude of detached observation, where thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations are acknowledged and allowed to pass without clinging to or resisting them. By observing these experiences without getting entangled or caught up in them, individuals develop a sense of spaciousness and objectivity. They become aware of the transient and ever-changing nature of thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations, recognizing that they arise, persist for a while, and eventually pass away. Rather than identifying with thoughts or emotions, practitioners learn to view them as mental events or passing phenomena. This detachment allows for greater clarity and insight into the workings of the mind and the nature of experiences. Observing thoughts without getting caught up in them means recognizing them as mere mental phenomena rather than personal truths. It involves maintaining a distance from the content of thoughts, not attaching excessive significance to them, and letting them come and go without judgment or identification. Similarly, observing emotions without getting caught up in them involves allowing emotions to arise and dissolve without suppressing or amplifying them. It means acknowledging their presence, investigating their qualities, and accepting them as part of the present moment experience. Furthermore, mindfulness meditation involves observing bodily sensations as they arise and pass without attachment. This includes being aware of physical sensations, such as tension, warmth, or tingling, and simply observing them without needing to change or control them. By cultivating this non-reactive and non-attached awareness of thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations, individuals develop a deeper understanding of the impermanent and impersonal nature of these experiences. They become less identified with them and gain greater freedom to respond skillfully to their mental and physical processes. Ultimately, this practice of observing without getting caught up allows individuals to cultivate a more balanced, equanimous, and compassionate relationship with their inner experiences. It is a key aspect of mindfulness meditation that leads to increased self-awareness, emotional resilience, and well-being. Number 5. The practice of mindfulness requires patience, persistence, and non-striving. It is about being in the present moment rather than seeking specific outcomes. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes that the practice of mindfulness requires patience, persistence, and non-striving. It is about being in the present moment rather than seeking specific outcomes. Patience is an essential quality in mindfulness practice. It involves cultivating an attitude of acceptance and allowing things to unfold in their own time. Mindfulness is not a quick fix or an instant solution. It requires patience to develop and deepen one's practice over time. Understanding that progress happens gradually, persistence is crucial because mindfulness is a skill that develops with consistent practice. Like any skill, it requires regular and dedicated effort. Consistency helps to build the neural pathways and mental habits necessary for sustained mindfulness. Even when challenges arise or progress seems slow, persistence allows practitioners to stay committed to the practice. Non-striving refers to approaching mindfulness without seeking or striving for specific outcomes. It is about letting go of the tendency to grasp or control the present moment experience. Instead of striving to achieve a particular state or trying to force mindfulness to happen, practitioners are encouraged to simply be present and observe whatever arises, without judgment or attachment. By letting go of striving, individuals can be fully present in the here and now, rather than being fixated on reaching a particular destination. This non-striving attitude allows for a deeper immersion in the present moment experience and a more authentic engagement with reality. The practice of mindfulness is about cultivating an open and receptive attitude, embracing whatever unfolds without judgment or attachment to outcomes. It is not about achieving a particular state of mind or getting rid of certain thoughts or emotions. Instead, it involves developing an accepting and non-reactive awareness of the present moment, regardless of its content. By embracing patience, persistence, and non-striving, practitioners can cultivate a more sustainable and enriching mindfulness practice. These qualities support the development of mindfulness as a way of being, fostering greater presence, acceptance, and insight in one's daily life. Number 6. Cultivating mindfulness involves developing a balanced awareness of both the inner and outer experiences. Bhante Gunaratana highlights in Mindfulness in Plain English that cultivating mindfulness involves developing a balanced awareness of both the inner and outer experiences. Inner experiences refer to the thoughts, emotions, bodily sensations, and mental states that arise within an individual's awareness. It entails observing the arising and passing of thoughts, recognizing the quality of emotions, and being attuned to the sensations and energy within the body. Outer experiences, on the other hand, pertain to the external environment, including the people, objects, and events that surround us. It involves being fully present and attentive to the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures of the present moment. By cultivating a balanced awareness of both inner and outer experiences, individuals develop a more comprehensive and holistic understanding of themselves and the world around them. When practicing mindfulness, individuals learn to direct their attention inward, observing the thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations that arise in the present moment. This inner awareness allows for the recognition of patterns, habits, and tendencies of the mind, as well as a deeper understanding of one's emotional landscape. Simultaneously, cultivating mindfulness involves expanding one's awareness to the outer world. By fully engaging the senses and observing the external environment, individuals develop a greater appreciation for the richness of their surroundings and the interconnections between themselves and the world. Balanced awareness of both inner and outer experiences enables individuals to develop a more integrated and grounded presence. It helps to break free from self-centeredness and narrow perspectives, fostering a broader understanding and empathetic engagement with the world. This balanced awareness allows individuals to respond to the present moment with wisdom and skillfulness, rather than being swept away by automatic reactions or preconceived notions. It supports the cultivation of a more harmonious and authentic way of being in the world. By practicing mindfulness and developing a balanced awareness of both the inner and outer experiences, individuals can deepen their connection with themselves, others, and the present moment, leading to increased clarity, compassion, and a more meaningful engagement with life. Number 7. Mindfulness helps to create a space between stimulus and response. allowing for wise and skillful choices rather than automatic reactions. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes that mindfulness helps to create a space between stimulus and response, enabling individuals to make wise and skillful choices rather than automatically reacting, typically, when we encounter a stimulus or trigger. There is a tendency to react impulsively and automatically based on our conditioned patterns of behavior and habitual reactions. This automaticity often leads to unskillful and potentially harmful responses. However, through the practice of mindfulness, individuals develop an increased capacity for awareness and attention in the present moment. This heightened awareness creates a space, a moment of pause, between the stimulus and our response to it. Within this space, individuals have the opportunity to consciously and deliberately choose their response, rather than reacting based on deeply ingrained habits or conditioned patterns. This space allows for a more intentional and skillful engagement with the situation at hand. By cultivating mindfulness, individuals become more attuned to their thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations as they arise in response to stimuli. They develop the ability to observe these inner experiences with non-judgmental awareness, without immediately being carried away by them. This observation and awareness provide the necessary distance to reflect on the arising thoughts and emotions and consider alternative options and perspectives. It allows individuals to respond to situations rather than react impulsively, thereby making more thoughtful and skillful choices. Mindfulness helps individuals to break free from the grip of automatic reactions, habitual patterns, and deeply ingrained conditioning. It allows them to access a greater sense of freedom, agency, and discernment in their actions and responses. Through the practice of mindfulness, individuals cultivate the capacity to respond to stimuli with greater wisdom, compassion, and skillfulness. They become less driven by unconscious reactivity and more guided by conscious awareness and choice, leading to more positive outcomes and a deepening sense of personal growth and well-being. Number 8. The development of mindfulness leads to insight into the impermanent and interconnected nature of reality. Challenging our attachments and reducing suffering. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana highlights that the development of mindfulness leads to insight into the impermanent and interconnected nature of reality. This insight challenges our attachments and reduces suffering. Through the practice of mindfulness, individuals cultivate a deepened awareness of the ever-changing and transient nature of all phenomena, including thoughts, emotions, sensations, and external experiences. They observe the arising, persisting, and passing away of these phenomena, recognizing that nothing remains fixed or permanent. This insight into impermanence challenges our attachments and clinging to things that are inherently unstable. It helps us understand that holding on to fleeting experiences, clinging to desires, and resisting inevitable changes only leads to dissatisfaction and suffering. Moreover, mindfulness allows individuals to recognize the interconnectedness of all things. Through the practice, individuals come to see how their thoughts, emotions, and actions are intertwined with the well-being of others and the world around them. They develop a sense of interdependence and realize that their choices and actions have ripple effects on themselves and others. This insight into interconnectedness challenges notions of separateness and encourages a broader perspective that embraces compassion and empathy. It helps individuals recognize that the welfare of others is intricately linked to their own well-being, and that true happiness comes from cultivating harmonious relationships and contributing to the welfare of all beings. By developing insight through mindfulness, individuals can gradually loosen their attachments, reduce grasping, and let go of the causes of suffering. This insight allows for a more skillful and liberated way of relating to the world and oneself. Ultimately, the cultivation of mindfulness and the resulting insights into impermanence and interconnectedness provide a path to alleviate suffering and find greater peace and contentment in life. It opens the door to a deeper understanding of reality and supports the development of wisdom, compassion, and authentic well-being. Number 9. Mindfulness is not about suppressing or eliminating thoughts and emotions but rather observing them with curiosity and non-identification. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes that mindfulness is not about suppressing or eliminating thoughts and emotions, but rather about observing them with curiosity and non-identification. when practicing mindfulness, the aim is not to forcefully stop or push away thoughts and emotions. Instead, it involves cultivating a gentle, non-judgmental awareness of the thoughts and emotions that arise in the present moment. Rather than getting caught up in the content of thoughts or being overwhelmed by emotions, mindfulness encourages individuals to step back and observe them as passing mental events. This observation is done with curiosity, interest, and a sense of inquiry. By observing thoughts and emotions with curiosity, individuals develop a deeper understanding of the patterns, tendencies, and nature of their mind. They become aware of the transient and fleeting nature of thoughts and emotions. Recognizing that they come and go, just like passing clouds in the sky, non-identification is an essential aspect of mindfulness. It involves not getting entangled or attaching a strong sense of self to thoughts and emotions. Instead of identifying with thoughts as absolute truths or becoming overwhelmed by emotions, individuals learn to recognize them as passing phenomena that arise and dissolve within their field of awareness. By observing thoughts and emotions without identification, individuals create a sense of spaciousness and freedom within their experience. They become less reactive and more capable of responding skillfully to their inner mental landscape. Mindfulness allows individuals to develop a more balanced and objective relationship with their thoughts and emotions. Rather than being driven by automatic reactions or being carried away by the content of thoughts, they develop the ability to observe them with a sense of detachment and non-attachment. This approach to thoughts and emotions in mindfulness practice supports the cultivation of clarity, equanimity, and insight. It fosters a deeper understanding of the workings of the mind and a recognition that thoughts and emotions do not define one's true nature. By observing thoughts and emotions with curiosity and non-identification, individuals can develop a more peaceful and harmonious relationship with their inner experiences, promoting well-being, emotional resilience, and a greater sense of freedom. Number 10. The practice of mindfulness involves cultivating loving-kindness and compassion towards oneself and others. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes that the practice of mindfulness involves cultivating loving-kindness and compassion towards oneself and others. Mindfulness and the cultivation of loving-kindness and compassion go hand in hand, as they support each other in the development of a more wholesome and compassionate way of being. Loving-kindness refers to a genuine and unconditional care for oneself and others. It involves cultivating a warm and benevolent attitude towards oneself, extending kindness, understanding, and forgiveness towards one's own experiences, flaws, and imperfections. Moreover, loving kindness extends beyond oneself to include all beings. It involves actively cultivating a sense of goodwill, friendliness, and compassion towards others, even towards those whom we may perceive as difficult or challenging. By cultivating loving kindness, individuals develop a deep sense of connection and empathy with others, recognizing that we all share a common humanity in the capacity for suffering and happiness. It fosters a sense of inclusivity, unity, and a genuine concern for the well-being and happiness of all beings. Compassion is an essential aspect of mindfulness practice. It involves recognizing and responding to the suffering and difficulties that arise within oneself and in others with a caring and supportive attitude. Compassion goes beyond mere sympathy or pity and involves an active desire to alleviate suffering and promote well-being. Through mindfulness, individuals become more attuned to their own suffering and the suffering of others. This heightened awareness allows for a compassionate response rather than turning away or being overwhelmed by the suffering. It involves holding the suffering with kindness, understanding, and a willingness to alleviate it in whatever way is possible. The practice of mindfulness provides a foundation for cultivating loving kindness and compassion. By being fully present and aware of one's thoughts, emotions, and experiences, individuals develop the capacity to respond to themselves and others with greater kindness, empathy, and care. As mindfulness deepens, individuals become more attuned to their own needs, emotions, and challenges, allowing them to respond with self-compassion and self-care. Simultaneously, they develop a greater sensitivity and responsiveness to the needs and suffering of others, leading to acts of kindness, understanding, and support. By integrating mindfulness with loving kindness and compassion, individuals foster a more compassionate and ethical way of living. They contribute to creating a more harmonious and compassionate world, one that is rooted in understanding, empathy, and care for oneself and all beings. Number 11. Mindfulness can be practiced in various activities, such as walking, eating, and communicating, by bringing full attention to each moment. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes that mindfulness can be practiced in various activities by bringing full attention to each moment. Mindfulness is not limited to formal meditation practice alone. It can be applied to every aspect of daily life, transforming ordinary activities into opportunities for deep presence, awareness, and insight. Walking meditation is one way to practice mindfulness in motion. It involves bringing full attention to the experience of walking, feeling the sensations in the feet and legs, being aware of the movement of the body, and staying attuned to the present moment with each step. Walking becomes a meditative practice, an opportunity to cultivate mindfulness and deepen one's connection with the body and the environment. Eating meditation is another way to practice mindfulness. It involves bringing full awareness to the act of eating, savoring each bite, and paying attention to the taste, texture, and sensations of the food. By eating mindfully, individuals can cultivate a deeper appreciation for nourishment, develop a healthier relationship with food, and become more attuned to the body's signals of hunger and satiety. Mindful communication involves being fully present and attentive in conversations with others. It entails listening deeply, without judgment or interruption, and speaking with clarity, kindness, and authenticity. Mindful communication allows for greater understanding, empathy, and connection with others, fostering more harmonious and meaningful relationships. Beyond walking, eating, and communicating, mindfulness can be integrated into any activity throughout the day. It can be practiced while washing dishes, brushing teeth, doing household chores, or engaging in creative pursuits. The key is to bring full attention to the present moment experience, observing the sensations, thoughts, and emotions that arise without judgment or attachment. By practicing mindfulness in various activities, individuals can cultivate a continuous and integrated state of mindfulness throughout their day. It supports the development of greater presence, clarity, and insight, leading to a more engaged and fulfilling life. The essence of mindfulness is to bring a non-judgmental awareness to whatever is happening in the present moment, whether in formal meditation or in everyday activities. By anchoring one's attention in the present, individuals can experience a deeper sense of aliveness, connectedness, and appreciation for the richness of each moment. Number 12. The practice of mindfulness helps to develop mindfulness in all postures, whether sitting, standing, walking, or lying down. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes that the practice of mindfulness helps to develop mindfulness in all postures, whether sitting, standing, walking, or lying down. Mindfulness is not limited to a specific posture or position. It is a state of awareness and presence that can be cultivated in any posture, allowing individuals to experience mindfulness in all aspects of their lives. When sitting in formal meditation, individuals can cultivate mindfulness by focusing their attention on the breath, bodily sensations, or a chosen object of meditation. By bringing full awareness to the present moment experience, individuals develop concentration, clarity, and a deeper understanding of the nature of their mind. However, mindfulness is not limited to the meditation cushion. It can be integrated into all postures and activities throughout the day. When standing, individuals can bring mindful attention to the sensations in the body, the contact points with the ground, and the overall posture and alignment. By cultivating awareness in the standing posture, individuals become more grounded and present in the moment. When walking, individuals can bring full attention to the movement of the body, the sensations in the feet and legs, and the environment around them. Walking becomes an opportunity for mindful movement and a deepening of one's connection with the present moment. Even when lying down, individuals can practice mindfulness by observing the body, relaxing tension, and being aware of the breath and sensations in the body. Lying down can be a posture of deep relaxation and gentle awareness. The key is to bring mindful attention and non-judgmental awareness to whatever posture one is in. Each posture offers its own unique opportunities for cultivating mindfulness and deepening one's understanding of oneself and the present moment. By developing mindfulness in all postures, individuals cultivate a continuity of awareness that extends beyond formal meditation practice. They learn to bring mindfulness into their daily activities, maintaining a sense of presence, clarity, and insight throughout the day. The practice of mindfulness in various postures supports the integration of mindfulness into one's lifestyle and fosters a more holistic and embodied approach to living. It allows individuals to be fully present and engaged in each moment, regardless of the posture or activity they are engaged in. Number 13. Mindfulness meditation should be approached with a gentle and non-judgmental attitude. Embracing each experience as it arises. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes that mindfulness meditation should be approached with a gentle and non-judgmental attitude, embracing each experience as it arises. When practicing mindfulness meditation, it is important to cultivate an attitude of kindness, acceptance, and non-judgment towards oneself and one's experiences. This means approaching each moment with an open and friendly curiosity, without labeling experiences as good or bad, right or wrong. A gentle attitude allows for a soft and patient approach to meditation. It means not forcing or striving for specific outcomes but rather being open to whatever arises in the present moment. It involves allowing thoughts, emotions, and sensations to come and go without trying to control or suppress them. Non-judgment is a key aspect of mindfulness. It involves observing experiences without attaching evaluative judgments to them. Instead of labeling experiences as positive or negative, desirable or undesirable, individuals practice simply noticing them as they are, without getting caught up in judgments or getting carried away by them. By cultivating a gentle, non-judgmental attitude in mindfulness meditation, individuals create a space of acceptance and self-compassion. They learn to meet each experience with a sense of openness, curiosity, and kindness. This attitude allows for a deeper exploration of the present moment and a greater understanding of one's inner landscape. It fosters a sense of unconditional acceptance and allows for the natural unfolding of experiences without resistance or attachment. Through a gentle and non-judgmental approach, individuals can develop a more intimate and accepting relationship with themselves and their experiences. They learn to meet whatever arises with equanimity and compassion. Cultivating a greater sense of well-being and a more harmonious way of being. By embracing each experience as it arises, without judgment or resistance, individuals can deepen their mindfulness practice and experience the transformative power of acceptance and self-compassion. Number 14. Mindfulness is a practice that can be integrated into all aspects of life, leading to a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana highlights that mindfulness is a practice that can be integrated into all aspects of life, leading to a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. Mindfulness is not limited to formal meditation practice alone. It is a way of living and engaging with the world. By bringing mindful awareness to all aspects of life, individuals can cultivate a deeper understanding of themselves, their experiences, and the interconnectedness of all things. Through the integration of mindfulness, individuals develop a heightened awareness and presence in their daily activities. They become fully engaged in the present moment, rather than being lost in regrets of the past or worries about the future. Mindfulness allows individuals to bring a quality of attention and non-judgmental awareness to their thoughts, emotions, bodily sensations, and the external environment. It involves being fully present and receptive to each moment, without getting carried away by judgments, attachments, or aversions. By integrating mindfulness into daily life, individuals develop a deeper understanding of their thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior. They become more attuned to their own needs, values, and aspirations, fostering a greater sense of authenticity in self-discovery. Furthermore, mindfulness enables individuals to develop a deeper connection with the world around them. It allows for a more intimate and compassionate understanding of others. Fostering empathy, kindness, and harmonious relationships, the integration of mindfulness into all aspects of life supports the development of wisdom and insight. It helps individuals see through the illusions of separateness and discover the interconnectedness of all beings. They recognize that their well-being is intimately linked to the well-being of others and the world as a whole. Ultimately, the integration of mindfulness into all aspects of life leads to a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. It fosters a sense of interconnectedness, compassion, and wisdom, supporting individuals in living with greater authenticity, purpose, and joy. Number 15. The ultimate goal of mindfulness is liberation from suffering and the realization of one's true nature. In Mindfulness in Plain English, Bhante Gunaratana emphasizes that the ultimate goal of mindfulness is liberation from suffering and the realization of one's true nature. Mindfulness practice goes beyond the cultivation of present-moment awareness and a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. It aims at the attainment of liberation, freedom, and the realization of one's true nature. The practice of mindfulness allows individuals to develop a direct and experiential understanding of the nature of suffering, the causes of suffering, and the path to liberation from suffering. By observing the impermanent, unsatisfactory, and selfless nature of all phenomena, individuals gain insight into the fundamental nature of reality. Through sustained mindfulness practice, individuals can penetrate the layers of delusion, attachment, and aversion that contribute to suffering. They cultivate wisdom, insight, and a shift in perception that leads to liberation from the cycle of suffering. The realization of one's true nature, often referred to as awakening or enlightenment, is a central aspect of mindfulness practice. It involves the direct experience and understanding of the interconnectedness and interdependence of all things, transcending the limitations of ego and separateness. By cultivating mindfulness, individuals develop a deeper understanding of the transient and conditioned nature of their thoughts, emotions, and sense of self. They come to recognize that the true nature of their being is beyond the realm of thoughts and concepts, and that it is inherently pure, boundless, and interconnected. The ultimate goal of mindfulness is to awaken to this true nature, to free oneself from the illusions of ego and the suffering that arises from identification with limited and transient aspects of experience. It is a journey of self-discovery, self-transcendence, and the realization of ultimate freedom and liberation. While the ultimate goal may be seen as a lofty aspiration, mindfulness teaches that liberation is not something to be attained in the distant future, but rather a possibility that can be realized in each present moment. By fully engaging in the practice of mindfulness and cultivating awareness and insight, individuals can take steps towards the realization of their true nature and the freedom from suffering that it entails. It's important to note that the ultimate goal of mindfulness is not limited to a particular religious or spiritual tradition. It is a universal aspiration shared by various contemplative and wisdom traditions across cultures, religions, and philosophies. By integrating mindfulness into one's life, individuals embark on a transformative journey towards liberation, awakening, and the realization of their true nature. These key ideas provide a glimpse into the teachings presented in Mindfulness in Plain English, and highlight the main principles and practices of mindfulness meditation. Please hit the subscribe button for the support of our channel and share our videos for more new upcoming content. We are very happy to create new ideas and review for everyone. God bless and happy listening.